Welcome to our lesson today. I'm Teacher Nancy. Remember to like and subscribe at the end of our show. Back to our text, A Silent Song and Other Stories, and specifically, like I promised earlier, I used to talk about Ivory Bangles. As we prepare for KCSE, paper 3, what is it that we need to really focus on as far as the story Ivory Bangles is concerned? So that is our focus for today, and I'll take you through so that we understand what the book is generally about, and then the story is generally about, and then essay questions that can particularly come on this kind of story. Now, Ivory Bangles by Eric Ngamario from Tanzania focuses on a traditional community, and this community lives in a place where there are elephants, and they have some practices like believing in seers, traditional seers, people who can foresee and tell you what is going to happen in your life or in the future. They believe in such, and they also have their own traditions like polygamy. They have titles like chiefs, and whenever you kill like an elephant, you're supposed to share the tasks, maybe give something to the chief traditionally as is required. They believe traditionally a woman's beauty is shown by the wearing of ivory bangles, and that is probably where the title of our story comes from. Now let's go to the story. We have the beginning of the story. The old man is walking back to his house after visiting a seer, and is very uncomfortable, and even tries to relieve himself, but he has trouble with that. Now, he had gone to see the seer because he had discovered blood specks on the liver of a goat that he had slaughtered. And traditionally, they believe when that happens, it's not normal. So they go to see the seer to advise them. So when he goes there, the seer uses pebbles. Now, the pebbles are saying that a wife, not his wife at first, a wife is going to die. That is alarming. And the pebbles had said that the spirits were jealous of a happy wife who had remained unmolested until now. She was referred to as a grandmother. And the old man immediately knew that was his wife because he had never molested his wife. And he thought of how to avert this. One of the ways of going against this tradition, he thought he needed to avert this. He thought he could even give any number of goats because he did not want to beat his wife. And that would be going against the traditions, because if it was the traditions as the seer had said it, he was supposed to actually beat her. But now on page 22, we learn that we have a very caring and understanding and loving wife in this old woman. This wife, as soon as he arrives on page 22, he unstraps his sandals, leads him to the back of the house, bets him. Imagine bathing this old man, and then rubbing him with sharp-smelling unguent, which is some kind of ointment to help him relax. I think in the current society we'll talk of massage. And he also made sure that he prepares good meals. But before the meals, he takes him back to the house and makes sure the house is warm. He puts firewood over the coals inside to ensure that it's a warm house. And then talks well with him, and then we also have her being very beautiful. That is what the writer says. We are told her smile and her white teeth were made whiter by the beauty gap of her two lower teeth. This is a very beautiful woman according to that community. We are told she could still be a girl. She's an old woman, but the writer says she could still be a girl. Now the food. The old man is served delicious food, and he avows the hidden nuances or different tastes that are provided. What are these tastes? We have mashed green bananas, we have finely chopped or shredded meat, a stock of vegetables and herbs, and we have roasted sweet potatoes. Then there's a pottage bowl to drink down the food that is taken. And he even tells the woman, "You cook, woman. This woman is good." We learn that from this man. there's something there at the end of page 22, the tradition about polygamy. Our old man is a chief's counselor, and according to that community, that is similar to a chief. And according to them, at that position, he needed to have a wife, a second wife, not one. That this man is happy, he's a happy man, and he did not see the need to add another one. Even the chief himself had suggested that he gets another wife, but he answers with a riddle there to show that you can get another pot at the river and realize that it carries things that are not helpful, things that are coming to damage. They're going to bring witchcraft and death and all that. So he remained single. We also have the way he decorated his wife with 24 ivory bangles on page 25. And he got them after killing an elephant. And he said he had bought them for her after she had their firstborn, who is their only son anyway. And he also gave some to the chief because that was as part the customs of their people. Now, after the food, the woman washes the utensils, sprinkles water on the earth floor, and ensures that the coals are still burning, throws a cup down in them to ensure the house remains warm. Then she does not get back to go to sleep in her bed with her husband. The husband is the small, the grandson. We call it husband in quotes because that is traditionally, we normally refer to the grandchild. The grandmothers call them the husband. She lies next to the old man. She provides him with the warmth, and when the old man tries to talk about the day's events, she touches his chest and tells him to let it go for now. So we have that romantic moment together with the husband at the end of page 23, sorry, not 25, 23 there. And they're told they had to be careful, maybe next time the boy may notice. Now, as they move on, he tells the wife about what the seer says. The wife refuses this by claiming that the seer wanted to marry her at one time, and he had promised to put a spell on her in case she refuses. And we realize that this woman is resisting whatever the seer says, and she's agreeing with the husband there must be another way, and she even gives him a plan. We'll find out about the plan. Now we come to other warnings that the woman gets as she goes to the market. There are people talking on the way. They're saying the herd is coming, the herd of elephants coming down the plains, and they're devastating beasts. They cause a lot of damage to the young plants, to the people, and they're saying people have gone after them, but that is still a warning. At the marketplace, there is more talk. People are talking about the elephants and the way they're coming down to cause a lot of harm to the people. But she goes ahead to buy the things she went to buy there. She's going to buy cook. She's planning to go and cook for her husband. She's bought a big hen, a length of sugar cane to give to the boy, and a snuff for the old man. There's some salt, soda, monkey nuts. She's doing all this, yet there's danger. There's danger around, and she's not in a hurry. Now, on her way back, that's another warning again. Another episode we can use when writing our essays. On her way back, there are scouts perched on top of trees. The scouts are shouting. They are saying the elephants are coming. Beware, 6 elephants, 1 bull, 5 cows are going down the hill at the Sungeyos. Beware, people of Mtorobo's homestead. 5 elephants are now in your banana groves. And this is probably where she lives. But she takes her time. She goes home as much as she hurries. But she decides she's cooking and gets the boy to eat. Then she realizes it's still early, and she thinks she should go to the farm and work on the section that was weedy. And this was dangerous because she's supposed to stay safe. But she decides to go ahead and work on that farm before she can leave for her brother's place, which again, walking with the elephants around is not healthy. But then while on her farm, we are told this is when it happened. She just had a crash. She turned, she saw a duck house, which was madly trumpeting. Duck house, this is the elephant now, very huge. And it was really a scaring picture to this woman. And it bashed down the trees and put her on the ground, stamped on her. And the next day they found a shallow grave with a mass of flesh and blood and shattered ivory bangles. Our old woman was gone in a very painful manner. But then again, we are learning about defying. She defied the warning, the husband also defied, and she got, we would say that. Now, essay questions would be like, somebody can ask you to write an essay on human-wildlife conflict. Is it coming out? Somebody can ask you an essay question like, defiance can be costly. Okay? Or some tribal cultures should be done away with. When we deviate from the norms, we can invite misfortune. Those are a number of statements that can be used in setting essay questions on this one. And we need to identify the episodes that I've just mentioned. And those are the ones that we bring out, the essay, the examples that we need to give, the illustrations for our points to show how any of this can be answered to do with defying, refusing to obey, and all that. Thank you so much. I hope this has helped. Next, we shall look at the story, Talking Money. You're welcome.